Welcome to Africulture with yours truly, Larva Makafui, aka Nicole, with my special guest, Torgbui Ngoyifia of Aflawu, Gakli, Grand Lomé, where we discuss Africulture. It is all about Africulture. Let's get it started. Hello and salut everybody. Welcome to Africulture. We are streaming live today, and I thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. We are here to carry on our conversations about, dowry that we discussed before. We have Torgbui here with us today. We pray that the internet is connecting and cooperating with us. So we are going to discuss, the dowry and more of the concerns that we have part of these diary that Torgbui is going to explain that to us today. So before that, I just want to say I thank God for being here. I glorify the Lord for allowing us to have another session today. So we thank him. We submit everything into his hands. So I thank you guys for joining. If you're online and somebody's not, please share the link to everyone that you know so that they can join us and learn a little bit about all this knowledge and everything that Torgbui has to teach us today. So I want you to share with everyone. If you're online, please let us know where you are joining from so that we can give a shout out to you. So thank you very much for being here. Miato dada no vinyo fufonyo enonyo tonyo mena de dakpena mi be mi va kame kudomi egbea. Egbea Torgbui va kudomi donc amia dakpena ma obena Torgbui va egbea. Mi la bio Torgbui mi ponpo nyi so ke mi ponpo so wa meta bio biontia question role ke mi mtende wa pata toa Torgbui la vala expliquer nous pata na mi wetroya donc mbena ne amere le kame kudo mi wa mi partager lien kudo mi sia me game ne wa va kame ne wa chamia kpla nu enu ya nu kpakpla enu ko Torgbui le fiomi ya o le vevere parce que nous vevere oni mi munyawa mi le wondo ke mi le vivre miabe via do de ke e no le joro miaji va mi le segomo donc elle est important be mi akpla tradition endo le miaba gbeme mi do la no plo donc na mere le kame wande kuku mi partager lien kudo no wa chan wa joindre ne wa chan mi akpata mi akpla nu ya ensemble donc merci beaucoup mi no kame ne mi le kame mi na mi anya fike mi so mi abe nko ga me mi la mi adogbe na mi lo enyo ma kplɔ Torgbui va ne Torgbui mia continue miabe miabe sujet so Torgbui, welcome back. Torgbui ole senkonya mi le senkonya
100%, I'm hearing you.
Okay, thank you very much. Mia dakpe na ma so Torgbui, it's good to have you parce que ewo vide mi gba pokpo, we miss you. So we thank you. We are glad that you are back. Torgbui you saw mi ponpo so ametabio bionti. And we talked about that voa côté dele ke o expliquer nami ye mimte expliquer mimte zegomenioro wa mjebe mia yi côté wane mi expliquer ye ni no mbio ametawa o mantendi amelonho be côté o mantendi amelonho mlejibe expliquer wana mi vide egbea. What I'm asking Torgbui is the one part that we discussed last time about dowry is the asking of a hand. There was a one thing that he said, if you don't ask the lady's hand, if you don't properly do it, when the lady's parent, the woman's parent pass away, you cannot bury them. You cannot do the duty that you are supposed to do. So we want Torgbui to explain that a little bit more so that we understand how serious this is. So for those of us who do not know. Donc Torgbui, so eni a egbe nyejani. Mso mo no.
But do bena me ka ma tapé ma bana sia na tipo ali o nami na popo mi atobu to ha ya mi akpo pe le amwaji ye ma do bena mi nya be fiaga figa jole ala tu owolia ye aplau ta kli fiaga le Togo Ghana le Benin fiokata pe enya na bia ele de ye government to ha ele jatepe mi de asihoko tabia bia nyom tabia bia nti akon nyɔnu hã ŋuti. Ɖoɖoe nye be le míabe anyigba mea, nenye be ŋutsu ye ne be yeate srɔ̃, wobiana nyɔnua ta, fi ma woe mi nɔ ŋutsɔ va yi. Ye le tabebia, play significant role. Ale gbegbe be ne mewɔe wosɔ ɖe ɖoɖoa nu o la, womate ŋu bu wo ɖe hatome ƒe nɔnɔa me abe ame aɖeke le responsible na eɖokui kple na ame bubu. Eyawoe be ne ŋutsu aɖe mebia nyɔnu ta o, ye etoa alo lɔ̃xoa kua, gate nɔ si o, bilonia, gate ƒomeawo mabu wo ɖe ŋɖeke me ahatso ge na o. Lɔ̃xo alo tɔwo ku elabe womeɖu si o abe esrɔ̃ ɖela le woagbɔ ene o. Ame aɖewo gblɔ be ne wome ɖɔha ne ye be neva ɖi to alo lɔ̃xo ya, ne ɖeko wodae ɖe teƒe o, wometa wo ɖe teƒe o. Wodo nukpo ye wodo glo le society me le xatsomegbenɔnɔa me, ye womebu wo be enye srɔ̃ ŋutsu ke le responsible na ke o. Womexlẽ wo ɖe amewo me. Yiƒe ɖoƒe ma woda wo ɖo, womexlẽ wo ɖe srɔ̃ɖelawo dome o. Elabe dzeside le míate kɔnɔnu be ne wo kple nyɔnu mili, afla mi le anyimlɔ le fɔfɔm kokoe le vava mea, mekpɔ ɖo kpe srɔ̃ɖeɖe dzi o. Srɔ̃ɖe nye ŋɖe yi ke le sacré, ye bubu le ŋuti, ye míate kɔnuwo kpete me. Be srɔ̃ɖeɖea enye nu xɔasi. Donc ne be wòzu be nyɔnu ƒo da ɖe ɖokuiwo gbɔ, le anyimlɔ fɔfɔm ne wo dzim la, ne mebia ta oa, ne to wòku alo lɔ̃xo wòku, míemata yɔe hã be to alo lɔ̃xo. Ne srɔ̃ nyɔnua be tɔ megava li o. Nyɔnu yi ke wòkpli mi li, oke míaze nya, nyɔnu yi ke wòkpli mi li, alo ŋutsu yi ke wòkpli mi li, ye mebia ta o, ye toa alo nɔa va kua, medze si o abe srɔ̃tɔa no, ke wòmata wɔ ɖeke abe srɔ̃tɔa no. Enye ame ɖe ƒoɖiɖi kple asixɔxɔ ma ɖe srɔ̃ɖeƒe ŋuti le ƒome akpɔ kpekpe. Ta enye nane yi ke hiã vevi ɖe ne be míaɖe srɔ̃. Tabiabia kple nu yiwo le eteƒe. Bubu hã nye be ne nyɔnua le gbɔwò, wokpe mi le anyimlɔ fɔfɔm, ye mi le viwo dzi, maka vi xexlẽme yi ke mi dzi. Ne mebia ta oa, womata yɔ ɖe srɔ̃. Aleke be nyɔnua va kua, ƒomeawo va taxe o. Ne wogla nyɔnua alo ele country alo nabia ta, ne tabianu yiwo xɔna tsã, wòlana alɔ eve, egɔme nye be wòlana teƒe eve. Hafi ne ƒomewoa zɔ aɖi srɔ̃, wowɔ eyawo be woakɔ protect nyɔnu le srɔ̃ɖeƒe. Wowɔ eyawo be woatsɔ protect viwo ke wòava dzia, be nukpɔ manɔ wo ŋuti abe mɔtoviwo alo ɖeviwo ke tɔ kple nɔ mele woasi o no, etɔ de va ewɔ ŋutsua ŋuti, ɔde bubu ɔnɔ ŋuti, viwo ke miava dzi hã la, bubu nanɔ wo ŋuti, womagayɔ wo be kafla ahasi viwo. Elabe le míabe society me ahasi wɔwɔa, kafla nu yi ke didi ame kpɔtɔ, bubu mele ŋuti o ye atixɔsi mele ŋuti. Donc le míaƒe kɔnyinu ƒe dekɔnɔnua, nenye be nyɔnu be le gbɔwò xɔ ɖe sia ɖe be nabia ta, netsɔ yi ne xɔ be magade mo to ne woyɔ wo, magakpɔ fɔɖiɖi be wobia wò nya o.
Akpe Torgbui. Torgbui, am I explaining more? For those of you who didn't just understand what Torgbui said, Torgbui is saying, like he mentioned last time, if you are in a way in our culture, if you don't ask for or personally, like officially ask for the lady's hand and their parent pass away, you are not allowed to bury them. You know how important it is to bury our in-laws. It is your responsibility to bury your in-laws. Because you're not even in-law, you can't even call them your in-laws because you never really married them to begin with. They're not even legally your in-laws. So You have to do all of these before, and most of the time they have to triple. Like, you have to pay extra in order for you have to do all of the ceremonies before you can bury, the in-laws. And you might think that, well, it's my money. I'm not spending money. It's not important. Well, it's them who are losing. I'm the one keeping my money, but it's not. It is not the point. The point is the respect that you have and your duty to do your duty and respect this lady and her parents. So it is the respect and the duty, our duty, to be right and do the right thing, and for our culture and for your children to come as well. So that is in a nutshell what Torgbui is saying. So it is very important that if you have a lady in your home, you're sleeping with this woman and you having babies, that's the worst part. You have babies involved. You have to do everything you can to do it right. You have to do everything you can to do it right. So Torgbui is saying it's just we can't do that. We have to make sure that we are following our tradition. We just have to do that for your respect for yourself and respect for the family and respect for the in-laws, your parents as well, everybody involved. And you have to do that for the children. So the other part that Torgbui was saying, even if you are with the lady today and this woman, you're calling her your wife, but you never ask her hand, and this lady dies, you cannot bury this woman. You cannot take her and own up to and say, this is my wife. You cannot do it. So they're going to place this lady, the lady, they're gonna have her laying there, and you have to go through the whole thing. You have to pay double. They'll charge you double. You have to do all these asking of her hand ceremonies before you can be entitled to bury this woman, because she didn't belong to you. They didn't give her to you. The parent did not give her to you. So it is important that we don't think about this, but when in life it is wrong to do, and even in death you can't even bury her because she didn't belong to you. So you have to go through all of this. It's embarrassment, it's a shame for the family and for yourself and your family. So to avoid all of this, Torgbui is just saying, let's just do it right. You have a lady in your home, just ask for her hands the way you should be. Before you marry somebody, ask for her hands, because there are a lot of implications that we don't know that comes a part of this whole thing. So Torgbui akpe kaka Torgbui kote de kacha mleji la bio Torgbui enyare o ke glongare me obena ne nyɔnua ombio nyɔnua tɔa o mantembio eviato mujibe explique one video. What I'm asking Torgbui is, Torgbui, I understood that when you don't ask for the ladies, like if you don't ask for my hand and I have little girls, people cannot come and, the husband to be cannot come and ask for my daughter's hand when they never asked for my hand. So and I want Torgbui to explain that to us. So Torgbui, can you explain that to us for everybody understands?
Madakpe no nyatepe o nyebe oludodo blọfe mo for na mo ebiawo ni le iko na tenka amabu mebia nyɔnu ta bia onu alegbo ape pro azira kede la didam le viji bia tabaji nyɔnu vi amadebe yade tabianu tabianu li o khona nu kena we amete au kono amedemo na tema belianu kai ni kanele yakwa na ma yakwa na me au efo mebe galenyasia o mebelista eli de we am antidoa ina kona bebe on tare do ko adana ina nyima on perform di bazele me we ya na gibe over that tani afa ama baba mele te komo o tui kala ya tida ha ta nene mai enyale ma neibe obankia wawe for the sake of the girl what the bubu on vient que tabianu ikole jacob on vient ta et puis nous comme tola la de mia fait puis nous comme tola 6 que de via ben non Ezo nukpe na wo papa ma ezo
Mm.
nukpe blibo na.
Mm.
Ye oba sube yanua. Ye oba sube noa. Ta ikeme biom. A very much disgraced higher level, which nobody can even think about.
Yeah.
Ta Jonah. Ta manya many. Ye Allah is the Beniaha. Nemo ya not tower.
Mm.
Help
I hate. Yeah, obey. I hate poor me.
Fuame, Chogbe, Helpfuame, Bede View, a Bede View, on a view from Chibiokata, Barent, who be the people that no ceremony, don't catch judgment, bear Pestem, Yewa, go to Bobby Jim, View Hala, they're going to rip it.
Ela Colorado.
Go. You see, and whether you believe it or not,
Yeah.
that's the golden of the nature.
And so Torgbui is saying really like if you have not like what we're saying. So if my daughter of age now wants to get married and they come and ask for her hands, normally when this everything that you bring, the diary, everything that comes, my family would would confiscate it. My family will confiscate it because the father never asked for my hands, because you cannot do it for the daughter if you didn't do it for the mother. So my family will confiscate it. You have to do mine first, and then for the child. It's just rightfully so. So you have to do it that way. So we see these things and we are abroad and we don't understand it. But when all of this happens, unless you don't go back home and do what you're supposed to do, but if you do that, the right way is you have to do it for the mother first before you do it for the children. And then he was saying that even getting married and not going through the proper channel and doing the asking of a hand and doing the blessings and all of this is going to follow your children. It is not a good thing. We know that this is terrible name that is called bastards, right? We call this, and you hear it even in the Bible everywhere. It is true. It is something that it is true. So we just want, everybody to know that whether you believe it or not, it is the reality. That's what Torgbui is saying. Whether you believe it or not, it is a reality. It is part of our culture. It is what it is. We just encouraging everybody to know the implications. Know that it is very, very important. Know that if you love a woman, you have her in your home, you calling her my wife, my wife. She's not your wife. So we need to understand that you need to respect this woman. And I'm asking for our ladies too to earn that. Ask for it. Our ladies, if you're watching me, you need to ask for it. You need to demand it. It is your right. So if you're living with a man right now and he's not doing this to you, he's not respecting you. So it is things that we have to do. We have to demand it. We have to know our own culture. And we have to know that, this is what we need to follow, especially your children. You have to do it for your children, prepare for your children. So that's what Torgbui is saying. So Torgbui Akpekaka, Torgbui nke mi le jawa, mi a take a quick break. Ne mi trova, Torgbui mi la ponposo, gakeme, nyemuyo, nyabo la gbowe, no, wa nyabe garo me le Torgbui olabe, ke ele okay, ye nusu la ten globe la ten gbenyonu. Nyabe tant de circonstances de la nani ke ne nyɔnu awɔ nde nyɔnu awɔ alo nusu awɔ nde ya ela no okay. Donc am le dzi be miatrɔ va ɖe ne mitrɔ va quelques minutes ɖe ne a expliquer wa na mi ne ogba be no tsa mi le dzi la se le nuwo me bena mo ma ɖewo le ke ne okay, mo ma ɖewo le ke mu le okay. So I want to ask Torgbui, I'm going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to ask Torgbui, at what point can I divorce? It is okay traditionally to divorce my wife. At what point can I go back to the parents and say, just take her back? And then the parent will have no question. They'll just like, you are right. I can take her back. So Torgbui is shaking his head already. So Torgbui is Torgbui does not like divorce. He does not like disorder. He just likes things to be done traditional, things to be done right. So we know that, but I'm going to come back. Torgbui will be right back, and you can tell us your thoughts, what you think about this. So guys, don't go anywhere. We're just gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come back, but don't go anywhere. If you have anybody watching, please share this video, share the link with everyone, but stay safe, don't go anywhere. Nya to mi no kami ming ba afri pupolo mi la trova zare ani mi ase enya kele Torgbui sia. Mi aso hewe mi ape mi madwaza
You are welcome to Sienna 2025. Come and have a unique experience in Dallas, Texas.
Ago na miapete milemiakpe bemiva 32nd annual Sienna Convention le Dallas Fort Worth. Dallas. Big D. Miva yava pong tepe.
Aha. Sienna 2025. Mano bobo edolo. Miva midwaza. We want me at the Cornwall Friday evening. Sunday me our picnic. Me our church service. And all les zanzazata miniva.
Tata nyo plego fonyo mi do bonso anamilo. Mi do bonso anami apata mi de kukuna mi be mi kro mi ape famille o valo. Mi kro mi ape famille o mi afa po Dallas da. Mi ado azan. Azalo.
Azase.
Azale kongbe.
Azale wa.
Torgbui, ole senkonya.
Yeah, listen.
Okay. So Torgbui, miabe ezando le miagbo. So miabe enya second party na second part. Few weeks ago, me were divorce le civil be divorce, mi discuter civil be divorce, kudo légalité, kudo no et que min kete ouais la fois passée mi ouais voir. Cette fois-ci Torgbui ga kemeye ne nuswa nyonwa tam nyonwa wonde ye eloke olagbe les parents boy parents ma gloria pour parents la bet enyojo mila troho mi abevi. Est-ce que moment de le que olate ngbe nyonu no devo de viole mi asi alo mom devo de viole mi asi oare. Torgbui expliquer na mi bena moment de le ma que olate lo alo nuswa chambe côté nyonu a chan la bena yegbe. Est-ce que olate expliquer wana mia?
Akpe enyama menya tsere onye. Kono am de mombe le titre ko be onuya ale me idea ga Georgina mo ma kule banani awu mare ayi allo nyonu na plus onu tsara ko gbo ko be emiawe ba dia tanyene anyangbara jade Friday that's not. I will explain. The Spanish means customary marriage. It involves a lot of things. Like my Allah, alors men ya kankanwa da konu ba sono da pa bagwa alors nous se yo la ni ba on seen and seen what we go ko yo kala fatum kaka gara ma ba klame ye amaisaula odu jo plopome alors la forme ne parce que Nemi was on the limit depth. You want to do down. Whether you cover a high piano, a no lemia, Gilau drew. Aha, Allah, Ale communion. Alors le transport et tout. Parce que nous avons là où le gars a avec calme, what David, pour me faire le top à dire non, ce n'est pas pour me attacher. Amo Jasinawa is for life. For Fifia, Nukayava Ola Baba. Pochira Nivoa. I overswan. I'm a Sam.
Only.
And Yele Gibaha. Sandaha. You did evil against this
family.
Ela be wo ha gere no babla me
Kodo.
Bibla le glo be nami ni kojire be mi gba wo for de mi no mi Torgbui onya before you know the Bible. God written these laws in our heart before the coming of the Bible. Tradition. Emanye akpa etongo. Akpa enegwanyi be eba togodo be na ba besro ya. Abayo katana asike. Alaka fa mariage. Customary one. Abayo katana ola baso. Mama ola. Ale yo no ha no atui. The common level Srɔgbegbe level Srɔgbegbe Lifia and you enter the Jama. Somebody ready. Are you okay?
Yes. Yes, you can enter. Torgbui, you can enter.
And you enter the Jama. They can't a Srɔgbegbe. Happiness Srɔgbegbe abava le ame akpawo kple bia parce que menye dekɔnumea enye adzo kple kɔami alo lucie kudo emili ikwe madidi abia ƒome alɔ le ƒome newo keke keba le nya xɔme.
Yes.
Ne nya ɖe va wowɔ glo ke ƒome la gbego benya benya tifafa le akpebe wa kubela ke be wa modele be udome na ma kawe ato na ba kporenu onua ede the same the ƒome gbɔvɔ aba le to kaplan tapete le wa elle sera pas pour elle tout comme ne kafla pour me tourner elle est vraie. What the morning
okay.
Parce que non peut le reconnaître aga awunam e gbem job wa ga onya be gachu we mele senwa away to ne nyabe yemele ni oboa esro
brane
inye gbato eva le wo agbenono do o ko le akede kuba na nutua eva le no agbenono no ko bata
e kuba na nyonua
ya nutua kafla eva le nu ya etra alomebire le nyono si atem be ya daji allo wo suspect allo pe proof le mebe ebe le nu wo le bla Both sides.
Okay.
Yeah. More than you do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, ceremony, you know what? Yeah, happy hour like a bus. Haika, divide on Haika work, but do in a covenant on Yavedia, there is something wrong. The same law applies to our tradition. You cannot just wake up and say, again, go your way, or mom, I don't want to see you again, go your way.
Yeah.
Unless first.
Yeah. Okay. So so Torgbui just told us, just like he was shaking his head already, right? So Torgbui is saying traditional marriage, it is not just a simple thing. So when you come and ask for the hand, there are certain drinks that you bring, alcohol drinks that they get liquid that you bring. There are certain things that you have to bring. And when we married, it is not just between Nicole and John. It is between Nicole and her family and John's family. So it's not just between the two of us. That's what I love about traditional wedding or marriage, because it's not just, oh, I say I do and then that's it. It is between you, your family, the both side family. So that's four. So that's the the wife's mother and father side, and then the groom mother and father side. So it's family thing involved. So when this happens, there are things that you have to bring. So when you bring these things, there are drinks, and then they have to kind of, you know how we do the Deborah of your chieftain. We do it. You have to, put it. You invite all the ancestors. You invite people. A lot of spirits are involved when we do all these ceremonies. Really, so we do all these ceremonies. So and then after they do this thing, and people who are present, they also get a taste of this drink. They also drink, and as they drink this, they cannot do wrong against you guys. They are going to bless you all. So as they drink this, they are all going to be part of this wedding, this marriage. Everybody's involved in this marriage. So it's not just you and the husband, but it is the whole family, and the neighborhoods and everybody, extended family, are involved. So you can't just decide and say, oh, I don't want you anymore, and then it is over. What Torgbui is saying is, in order for you to actually have a valid reason for the parent to say, okay, it has to be life-threatening. It has to be life-threatening issues, or it has to be that the relationship, what is happening right now, it may cause this woman her life. It may cause this man his life. It could be that you are, adultery. That's number one thing. We know that adultery, when you commit adultery, we know that the court, it is easy here. Even civil divorce, it is easier when they catch you committing adultery, right? So Torgbui is saying it could be this answer. You are married, but you are going out with other people, sleeping around, and they caught you, and the husband can really just, that is the instant, or you doing it in a way that it will harm the husband, or it will harm the wife. It's a death. It's something serious that is happening that you are doing, and the family talked about it. You did counseling, you did all of that, but it didn't work. And they realize that if this continues, one of you may lose your life. So to avoid all of that, then yes, that is a situation for both sides. So that is a reason this could happen, but it has to be life-threatening situation, something that is very, very serious. In order for this divorce, traditional divorce, to happen, you're going to go to the family. Torgbui is saying that sometimes you bring the liquor that you bought to take. When you go into the family, it is half. You don't bring the full. When you don't bring full bottle to the family, you bring half. It is not full. And when you come, the family already know that something serious is happening. So you have to offer half full of the liquor that you brought, and they have to do all these ceremonies again, because they have to pray. They have to untie you guys. They have to really disconnect you guys traditionally before we can actually call this, a divorce or separation. So it is a lot that is involved. Just like here, we know how divorce takes so much, right, than the marriage. The marriage is easier. The divorce is terrible. So it is just like that. So Torgbui is saying it's just like that. And Torgbui was saying even the Bible, all this tradition in the Bible, we know that our ancestors were practicing even before the Bible, came out. So all this tradition existed even before the Bible. So that it is written in the Bible, there existing traditions that we just need to follow. We just have to follow, and we just have to do what we need to do. But it's not as easy as divorce. But now we know that it has to be life-threatening situation. And also it could be that the man or the man or the woman is cheating. They caught them cheating, and it's just a terrible embarrassment that they cannot control. Then you don't have a choice but, to do that. But again, it has to go through all these ceremonies in order for that to happen. So Torgbui, did I explain it right? Did I explain it high level?
Correct.
Okay.
It's clear.
Okay. All right, Torgbui, I thank you. Is there anything else you want to say? Because I want us to keep it to these two topics. And then next time when we come back, we are going to talk about AHIABLI. Torgbui, next topic we're going to talk, because I know you do a lot of teaching. You do a lot of teaching at churches about AHIABLI. You are everywhere doing this teaching. Yeah, I know you already have some schedule this week to teach at churches for AHIABLI. So next topic, we're going to talk about AHIABLI, so that we can understand that AHIABLI is just incest, because we live around and we don't know in our father's side, our mother's side, who we should be dating, who we shouldn't be dating, who we should be sleeping with, who we shouldn't be sleeping with. So it is important, and a serious situation in Africa. And Torgbui teaches that, almost, a lot of time they call him to do these teaching. So Torgbui, we're going to talk about AHIABLI next time. But I want us to end on this topic today. But Torgbui, the dowry, and then the divorce part, traditional divorce part that we talked about. Is there anything else that we miss you think is very important you want to add for all of us to know?
Something equal no and who do I to account that's first one. But one how sincere, and how sacred.
Yeah.
But in the field of marriage, their kids. Elle be amia nano adokwinu. Amia neste akbegome. We have responsibility. When a back from a deba no but to woman. Amia make non planutu. Be do not know about sloto. Anya no kwaju.
Amen. Yeah.
Take them into consideration. We ma follow. You are bad. You ma wuna na so de le apo
Okay. I picked Torgbui. So Torgbui is just reinforcing Torgbui is reinforcing right now. We just have to, asking of a hand, we shouldn't take it lightly. We should take it very, very seriously. It needs to be serious. We have to respect it. It needs to be a respect. And when we do it, it is something that is sacred. You don't just do it because you're doing it. It is sacred. It is very, very important. It is something that is part of us. It is our DNA. It is our tradition. So Torgbui is saying that it's sacred. It shouldn't just be like you calling it's not, it shouldn't be, like I said, it shouldn't be taken lightly at all. So it is important that we take these seriously and we pay attention to, these things and follow the tradition. And if we don't know, my family, if we don't know, we just ask questions and we just learn from our family. They are there to help us. But it is just sacred. We need to take it seriously, and we need to make sure before you bring somebody home, calling them wife, make sure that you do your due diligence. Make sure that you respect them. Make sure that you respect the family. And most importantly, respect yourself. Respect your own family. So that's what Torgbui is saying. So he's really adamant about this. But like I say, thank you guys. It sounds like there's still echoing in these videos, but I'm going to replay this and make sure that it's not too much. You are able to hear this. But I thank you guys for staying with us. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate you hanging in with us today. We want you to share this with everyone you know. Subscribe to AfriCulture if you have not. Subscribe to Siana TV for AfriCulture, and subscribe to Chatting with Nicole if you have not already. But I want you to share this. Invite everyone. It's Sundays. Every Sunday, 4 p.m. GMT. And if you're in Togo, you're in Lomé, and you're in Ghana, it is 9 p.m. now, since the time has changed, 9 p.m. GMT. But join us so that we can do this. We can learn these traditions together, especially so that we can teach our children. And if it is, you can allow your children to also join, because these are tradition that is our life. This is part of us. So we need to learn this, and we need to keep learning as much as we can. So please share with everyone you know. And I'm going to leave you with some of the videos like I always do. But mianto mi se nyake Torgbui gblɔa. Torgbui explique na mi, donc ameta biobio enu okota ele vevere ntɔ, donc ne ame kom le kamewa mi partager ne wa chan wa se nyake Torgbui le gblɔa, parce que le vevere be mi akple ne mi kple wa ne mi nye wa ye mi mle wo enyo ye mi le wo nu enu le jɔɖo mia dzi, ele très important be mi akpla mia be tradition ele pa mia be gbe mia be vie ende be nyi ke ye mia be parents wo continue le wo mia chami do la kple mia continue la no we, donc donc Torgbui mi da pe na Torgbui be na eva kame kudomi egbea mja so enu ya so woni ya ma jouer vidéo de so ne mia so vonua kombe enu ya connexion agbale do problème vidéo na be mi na comment mi na to ete Sophie voir prochainement ne Torgbui va mi la pompo so alors plinti alors pli le vevere Torgbui Fiona alors pli be nya la fils ya vie Torgbui Fiona le vevere nento. Donc Milana Torgbui la va la expliquer alors pli na mi prochainement. Voilà, mi no kamene ma jouer ma so nyemia ma kwa vidéo kem dia jouer kudo ma so Fiona mi egbe ma ne mi akpo voir. 1 second please while I search for the videos for you. But miato sibeleke Torgbui le glone ne garo mele mila de susubena enu yam le vevero voilà et nous si à nous les vévérés, et nous si à nous que les miabe tradition, mais elle est très, très, très important. Donc, elle est vévéré benamia no segome, mia no bio question, et mia no weroji. Donc, et nia, kaka mia dogo dimanche prochain, mia dogo va pour le moment. Me déjà joué et nia na me nia ko. Et nia baba na me tia me do.